Hi, my name is Cynthia Bonsack, and I'm going to give my final presentation for the UI100 class. This presentation is going to be about time management. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and basically our society thinks that stay-at-home moms have this huge time tree growing behind their house, and they have all the time in the world to do whatever they want, have a perfect house. Well, I don't, and I procrastinate a lot, especially when it comes to cleaning house, because I don't like to do it. I would rather be sitting on the couch watching TV, playing on my phone, hanging out with my son or my husband. Um, so I was hoping that doing time management as my topic, I would learn some skills to help me better manage my time. So the first thing that I learned was turn off the electronics. A couple weeks ago, I broke my phone, and basically the screen went out. So I could still use it, but not really. I couldn't get on Facebook. I could barely read text messages, anything like that. So we needed to get a new part. Well, I decided to wait on getting a new part. I thought this would be a perfect time to kind of test out some of my theories that I had for my paper. And I went almost 3 weeks without getting a phone. And I finally decided to get my phone fixed because I didn't like not having one for emergencies when my husband went to work. But while my phone was broken, I realized how much I depended on having it right there with me and how much electronics are controlling my life and so many others. I mean, we sit in front of the TV for hours a day, and we're on our phone all the time instead of actually interacting with our family and friends. And this is a big part of why we don't properly manage our time, because instead of doing homework or chores or things like that, we're on our phones or watching TV. So the biggest thing was turning off the electronics. The next thing is, during my research, I found a really great book on the Kent Library website, and it's called Time Management, Proven Techniques for Making Every Minute Count by Richard Walsh. And in this book, he discusses that once we start to think about procrastinating or putting something off till a later time, we need to ask ourselves two questions. One of those being, what's in it for me? And the second one being, what are going to be the consequences? And I think a lot of times we don't think about the consequences. We don't think about, oh, if I push this off, nothing's going to happen. It'll be okay. I'll just do it later. Well, that's not always the case. A lot of times putting it off is going to get us in trouble. Not literally, but it could put more stress on us. So just the next thing is prioritizing my day. I like making lists, but the problem with that is I make them really, really long, and then most of the time I don't get everything accomplished. And when that happens, I get discouraged and kind of stressed out because I didn't accomplish everything that I wanted to. So by prioritizing that list, we can see what's really important. We can put the really important things that we need to get done, like paying bills or changing the oil in the car or whatever it may be. And then if the less important things don't get done, it's not as big of a deal and it's not as much of a stress on you. It can be put off the next day. So the last thing is I made a plan and I set in motion a daily routine. Most days we wake up whenever we want and we just kind of wing it throughout the day. Well, that leaves a lot of room for procrastination and bad time management. So we put and plan a routine, and this routine, it has some room for errors, like if some emergency would come up or whatever, it won't be super hard on us to, okay, we have to do this by this time and blah, blah, blah. So with a routine, we were able to have more of a structured day, and we were able to get more accomplished because we had set times for everything, and we limited how much TV time we had. So with all this being said, it is very important to have good time management skills as a mom and as a student. Because let's face it, nothing would ever get accomplished if we continue to procrastinate and allow electronics to control us.